Some songs become its soul. Cry Little Sister is one of those. In 1987, G. Tom Mac, born Gerard McMann, gave the Lost Boys its emotional core and crafted an anthem that haunted listeners for generations. First, let's talk briefly about the movie. The Lost Boys follows two brothers, Michael and Sam Emerson, played by Jason Patric, and a young Corey Haim, who moved to the California beach town of Santa Carla and then met a friend, Edgar Frog, played by Corey Feldman, a place with sun, surf, and vampires. Led by Kiefer Sutherland, the undead rule the night, and survival means facing temptation, rebellion, and the darkness within. Now, let's talk about the main theme behind the movie. Gerard McMann grew up in the shadows of rock and roll, writing songs and making tracks before adopting the name G. Tom Mac in 1999. When the Lost Boys team called him to write a song for the movie, he hadn't seen the film. They sent him the script and he went to work. Mac read about orphans, monsters, rebellion, things he felt personally. Within 30 minutes, he had the melody and chords. Within a couple of hours, he had the lyrics. Then co-writer Michael Mainieri provided the beat. When he sent the demo to Joel Schumacher, no visuals, no footage, he got the call 2 days later. You nailed it, you captured the heart of the film. In the movie, Cry Little Sister is in the opening credits and it turns throughout. It is the sonic signature of the Lost Boys. Though the song evokes vampires and darkness, Max says he never meant to write a vampire song. It was about rejected youth, longing for connection and being haunted by your own choices. And then the children's choir in the chorus. That contrast of the sweet voices singing became one of the most haunting features. Mac almost didn't sing the version. The label wanted a big-name artist, someone like Phil Collins or Steve Perry, but Schumacher and the film producers insisted. Mac voice was the voice of the Lost Boys. Over time, Cry Little Sister became a cult anthem, sampled, remixed, and covered by artists like Marilyn Manson. Mac has always seemed surprised by it. He never expected it to last, but it did. Tom Mac gave this film its soul and gave us a song that still whispers in the shadows. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any information about the gear used for this track, so if you know, please leave a comment. Today I'm gonna be exploring actually a great track, and is probably the soundtrack of many of people our age. And if you watch this movie already, a lot of memories probably are gonna come back to you. And I'm talking The Lost Boys, which is an amazing movie. I watched this movie several times, and with my brothers and with friends, and yeah, I mean, I got the DVD here that I haven't even opened. I just bought it not that long ago in a thrift store for $1. So this is supposed to be a 2-disc special edition. So let's see, it's from this store Borders. I don't think it exists anymore. So have you watched this movie? If you watch it, let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts about it? It's a very 80s vampire experience, this movie. So I'm gonna be recreating this track using the Linn LM-1 because I am able to actually tweak, hopefully, and tune the different sounds, including the kick, the snare, and some of the toms. I hear there's a cabasa as well and a clave. The clave that actually Prince used a lot, and he tuned it down. In this case, they tune it up, but they tune down the rest, that is the kick and toms and snares. So that's going to be an interesting thing to do. And also I'm going to be using the DX7. I think there's amazing sounds there. I don't know if they used the DX7, but probably they did. So we're going to be using the DX7 that is here right behind me. I hope you like this track. And again, I must say that this is not an exact recreation. This is my take on the song. I'm playing with actually the synths that are from that era, so I hope you guys like this one. I'm gonna be using the Yamaha DX7 to record the bass. The bass is actually very simple. Something that is really cool about this song is that there's a lot of little arrangements through the whole song. So we're going to be playing with that later. But for now, let's begin with our bass. Then we have the chorus of the song. And that's our bass. Then we have this intro that is like a choir pad kind of thing that is the beginning of the song. And it has some dissonance, which it makes it more creepy, which is perfect for a soundtrack for the movie The Lost Boys. So let's record this. I'm using a slight different sound. You're going to hear it. It's part of the DX7 cartridges that I have. The sound is called CRT20 Subdivision, but I'm going to be reinforcing that with the VST on Logic Pro with the Mellotron that has a very nice choir actually. So it's going to be a mix of both, but the chords are going to be the same. And then there is little arrangements within the same part, like this. And that's it. Then we have the chorus part. Okay, so then we have these kind of orchestra hits. I'm using the Sound 28, that is the cartridge 28, the Sound Rebel Yell. For the drums, I think the Linn LM-1 is a great option because you're able to tune up and down the sounds. And I got very close to kind of what the original sound is in the original track. We have our alternatives here. I hope you like this recreation and this exploration through this track. Thank you for your recommendations again. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps me a lot to keep growing. The channel is growing, and thanks to you. Also, if you want the stems of this track, you can get them in my Patreon. Thank you so much, and see you next time.